Hey, I'm Scythean, and welcome to another Star Citizen tutorial. Today we're covering Crimestat. I'm going to show you how you get one, as well as how to get rid of it. So in the verse there is a wide range of crimes that we can be charged with, which will earn us a Crimestat. Depending on how many crimes we commit and their severity will determine our Crimestat level. There are 5 levels to this rating, each accompanied with an increased bounty on your head, as well as an increased jail sentence. You will also find it hard to land anywhere as no one wants a criminal in their city. On top of the crime rating and the associated consequences, each comes with a set fine to pay. The reason I mention the fines separate from the other consequences is because almost no one pays these fines, since doing so doesn't get rid of the Crimestat, only your precious credits. Plus the fines get wiped when you get arrested or hack the Crimestat anyways, so you likely won't worry about them. Some smaller crimes, such as parking violations, only give you a fine, and if you don't pay it, you will eventually get a Crimestat after the space authorities speak to you a few times. But again, I haven't met anyone that cared to pay these either, though I'm sure some people do to avoid the initial Crimestat. So this leads us to the bigger side of this. How the hell do I get rid of this Crimestat? Well, this is going to happen one of 3 ways. Either someone hunts you down, you die in monitored space, or we buy a Cryptokey and go on the sometimes challenging adventure of hacking our crimes away. The first 2 options will result in you going to jail, which, depending on how long your sentence is and how okay you are with hand mining, could be a pretty crap time. And even if you are okay with the whole jail aspect, trying to hack the stat away while being hunted is pretty fun in itself. We're going to cover the jail sentence first, since if you're new to the game, you'll likely end up here more often than successfully hacking the law system. But maybe this video will help you become a pro at that, and we can all avoid space jail. So, we just killed 6 cops, and we're going to go and get ourselves killed now to head to jail. You will spawn in a bed wearing an orangey-yellow jumpsuit with all your items confiscated. Don't worry, upon release you usually get everything back. I say usually because, while you're supposed to get everything back 100% of the time, this is alpha, so that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you need to reset your account, and sometimes they show up a day or 2 later. In the common area of the facility, we have a few tables where we can hang out with our fellow inmates, as well as some computers here in the center which tell us the duration of our sentence. The shortest sentence is around 15 minutes, so if that happens, I usually just walk away, grab a drink, check the emails, and come back to my sweet freedom. But in my current situation, due to the multiple space police I murdered, I am in here for 10 hours. So now you're thinking, what the fuck? Who wants to spend 10 hours in jail? Certainly not I. Well, there are 2 main ways around this. Option 1, we work for our freedom by mining and completing repair contracts. Heading this way will bring us to the mining caves. You will typically spawn in jail with a hand miner equipped. I find that for me, I always have to re-equip it as it never seems to work right off the bat. Press 4 to pull our miner out and start searching for rocks. Once we find a rock, right click to power up and scan, and then left click to fire the laser. Using the mouse wheel, we can adjust the laser power. The goal is to keep it in the green area and out of the red area. There are 3 different minerals down here. Aphrite, which is purple, Dolivine, which is green, and Hadanite, which is pink. Picking up our mined minerals comes with its own set of challenges as it bugs out incredibly often. Just look away, jump around, and try again. You get them all eventually. Once you've filled up on all the shiny rocks, you can head for the mineral deposit terminals at the exit. This comes with another annoying challenge. for me, I'd say about 85% of the time it's bugged out and I can't deposit anything. You'll have to server hop or just keep trying till it works. Eventually I got it working, and as you can see, depositing minerals lowers our jail time. Hadanite being the most effective here since it has the most merits per unit. I only picked up 3 chunks of Hadanite and 3 of Aphorite just to show you the process, so don't be discouraged by the fact that I only knocked off 40 minutes. A full inventory will do a lot more than this. 2 or 3 full loads of Hadanite and Dolivine, and I'd likely be done. It can be accomplished pretty fast. Now, aside from mining, we can also repair O2 kiosks. You may have noticed the message towards the top of my screen asking me to repair the O2 kiosk in Route 2, Depth 9. We get the repair contracts the same way we get regular quests in the Moby-Glass. So there are 3 mining routes, each labeled at the beginning. We have Route 1, Route 2, and Route 3. Heading down Route 2, we will follow the signs indicating our depth. Depth 1, Depth 2, and so on. So we've arrived at Depth 9. Once we find the malfunctioning O2 kiosk, we just hold F and click Vent. Now it says explosively, so your instincts will tell you to back up, but the gas does not actually explode from it. This easy task gave us 10,000 merit. On my way out, I got another contract to fix the O2 kiosk at Depth 5 in the same route I was already in. This gave me another 5,000 merit. Once you're done down here, just follow the exit signs out and you'll be back where you started. We can check at either the mineral deposit terminal or the remaining sentence terminals in the common area to see how much time is remaining after those 2 repairs. That 15,000 merit was worth about 4.5 hours. Completing these while mining could get you out of here in no time. But let's say this isn't how you pictured spending your time. You don't want to mine, you don't want to fix oxygen tanks, but you want to get the hell out of here. You want to break out of jail. That leads us into option 2. We can escape through the damaged vent shaft over here in the common area. Before we can get out, you'll need a code to stop the fan. We get the code from the maintenance office on our way into the mining caves. Hold F and use the mouse wheel to zoom in. Now that we have our code, let's head back. It doesn't always work, and if you're stuck with a broken keypad, just run at the fan until you eventually phase through it. Now before you bother going through all this trouble of escaping, I want you to know that you cannot get away from jail on your own. You will need a friend on the outside ready to pick you up. There is a rover bay you can break into with another maintenance window code to drive away from the turrets if your friend isn't the best pilot. On your own, there is nowhere nearby that you can drive to with ease, and if you don't have anyone to pick you up, and you do try to drive to the closest outpost, you'll likely get killed as there is a bounty on your head for escaping prison. I'm fast forwarding through the escape as it does take some time, so if you need a full escape route breakdown so that you don't get lost, I will be posting this same escape slowed down with instructions as the next video. Once you have the path down, it'll be easy to remember. You're essentially following the glow sticks and blue flowers. Aside from mining or escaping, there is a third option in all of this, and that is to log off for the night and come back later when the sentence is timed out. If I happen to get arrested right at the end of the night, there's no point in mining or escaping, as the timer goes down while I'm offline. Now if you got arrested earlier on, or you're still planning to play for a few more hours, I'd say do the mining, just get out of there quick. But if you want to have some fun, the escape route and then going and hacking your Crimestat, It can be fun if you're doing it with friends, that is. If you're doing it on your own and you need to get someone random to come and fly you out of the prison and stuff, it ends up just being a pain in the ass. So I typically just mine my way out if no one's online at the same time as me. This fellow inmate just gave up mid-escape, curled over and died. That's reassuring. Another poor sap who failed to escape. Be careful here that you don't jump into the center fan. Nice way to kill you off right at the end. This is where we get the code for the rover bays outside, so be sure to write them down or take a picture. This next part's pretty easy. It's just a straight path. There are no hidden turns you need to make. And we're in the home stretch here. Be careful of the missing steps here. You will die if you fall. Yeah, this guy was pretty close. Thanks for knocking out those steps for me. And another jump. No! I'm sorry I mocked your death. Thankfully, there's a platform here to catch us. Continuing up, we will see the stairs come to an end. Turn around and hop on the crate here and use it to head up the piping. This box here contains the rover we wrote the codes down for just before leaving the maintenance tunnel. You can try either code, one will work. I had to show this because I have no idea what happened here. Anyhow, the last thing I want to show you in jail is when your sentence is done, you simply head to inmate processing and use the elevator to spawn in Everest Harbor. But yeah, so with the jail system covered, we're going to go over Cryptokeys and hacking our Crimestat next. So we're at Grimhex to pick up a Cryptokey if you don't already have one on you. We can buy Cryptokeys in other areas in the verse, but with our Crimestat, Grimhex will be the easiest place to go as we can land freely here regardless of our crimes. I recommend if you're going to do illegal missions often that you always have a Cryptokey on you, but if you've just gotten out of prison, you won't have your inventory back yet. Head down to the black market shop and purchase your favorite one. They each have different stats. Some are faster but will require you to click continue between each phase, and some are slow, either requiring you to click continue less often or pretty much not clicking continue at all and it just completes the process from start to finish. So in Grimhex we are in unmonitored space, meaning if we get stuck and have to kill off our character here, we won't go to jail. But as soon as we leave the area, we're back in the law's hands. Now that doesn't mean you're totally safe. A bounty hunter could come and kill you the second you fly out, sending you to jail, even in this unmonitored area. For me, it's hit and miss. Sometimes I get killed and respawn in Grimhex, sometimes I get sent to jail. I'm pretty sure that a bounty hunter kill should jail you 100% of the time, and that this is probably just a bug I regularly experience. Entering back into monitored space, you see my crime stat reappear in the top right corner. We're heading to Korea Security Outpost. This is where we are going to wipe our criminal record. The turrets will fire at you, so you will need to hide your ship for your getaway afterwards. Once we get inside, we are heading for the central terminal. Equip our crypto key in the equipment menu and insert it into the Imperial Criminal Database. Once it initiates, it will begin attempting to breach the system. This is where the speed and reliability of each key comes in. At this point, we need to be on alert as both players and NPCs can try to stop us. You will want to keep checking on the crypto key often if you got a fast and unreliable key, as these verification checks will pop up. Just click continue and it'll keep going. Once the key has finished loading, we can begin to clear our crimes. Each crime will need to be cleared individually by clicking dismiss, picking any reason you want, and waiting for it to clear. Once you've cleared all your crimes, click log out and you're done. Head back for your ship and enjoy your freedom. And that's it for our Crimestat and jail tutorial. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, have a good one and stay safe in the verse.